Welcome to the Meghalaya Kayak Festival 2018 here in Ribhoi district. This is the third kayaking festival being organized here, and this year's event is actually very special because we have kayakers from different parts of the world, including the United Kingdom as well as different states of India. So let's take a look at some of the action and see what the event has to offer us.
The history of kayaking dates back to the early days of the Inuit of the northern Arctic regions with the primary purpose of hunting and fishing. During this period, which was several thousand years ago, kayaks were made from the skeletons of whales or driftwood for the frame, along with animal skin to cover up the body and preventing sinking. However, it wasn't until the 19th century that Europeans began taking an interest in kayaking before gradually popularizing it as a sport. Now, kayaking is an Olympic sport and is promoted competitively, although a lot of kayakers also participate for the passion and fun of it. To promote the sport in Meghalaya, the Meghalaya Kayak Festival 2018 was held at the Shillong Whitewater village in Ribhoi district, in which kayakers from the United Kingdom and Meghalaya battled it out for supremacy. This is the third event to be organized over the past 3 years.
Good. Are all the events time-based?
Well, they're all time-based, but with the slalom, the penalty is added. If they touch one pole, the 2 seconds is added to one touch. If they miss the gate, the 50 seconds penalty is added to it.
The event had a healthy audience with locals from the village cheering on the participants. 5 English kayakers travelled overseas to take part in the 3-event competition that also featured 2 prominent young kayakers from Meghalaya, Shining Star Basayamoit and David Vincent.
tell us a bit about the kayaks themselves? What is the weight and what are they made of? What is the
They're
material?
made of polyethylene plastic, molded plastic, and they're around 22 kgs. Pedals are made of carbon fiber, and they are very light. They're under 1 kg. Pedals, there's no standard, but with the kayaks, the maximum length for this is 9 feet long.
The maximum length.
Yeah,
And
it can be less than 9. It can be more than 9.
so what's the difference between like a longer kayak? And
Or
short?
longer one will be faster. So because we keep it short because of the technical rapids, it's much better to have a shorter kayak, right? But and to make it fair, if one has a short one has a long one, the long one may have an advantage. So that's why the rule is there, to keep it fair, that everyone has basically the same size of kayak. Keep it all the same. Let's see we've got to fix that up.
I'll leave these for
Organizing members Ian and Sheila Vincent spoke of how they are looking to promote the sport of kayaking in preparation for the 2022 National Games, adding that now is the time for youngsters over the age of 14 to begin training if they are looking to compete.
That is our goal: is to get youngsters into the sport, and they can. One goal we have is the Indian Games in 2022, which will be in Shillong, so which is 3 years away. So our goal now is to train up young people for the Indian Games in 3 years' time. So if anyone's watching this and you want to try for the games, you need to come now soon. You can enroll in a coaching course, and we can teach you. We can give the training, everything we can help them with to prepare. That's 3 years away.
Yeah, it would be good to see young people taking interest in extreme kayaking, sport, events, things like that. And good potential for Meghalaya.
Yes.
And we really encourage young people to start soon if they want to. And we are there to train.
What's your number?
34.
first came here in 2015 as part of the All India Kayaking Expedition, and we did a big trip all the way around Meghalaya looking for new rivers to kayak. But I keep coming back, and yeah, this is my fourth trip. Just a short trip this time, only 2 weeks.
It's a 2-week trip. So what makes Meghalaya so special?
It's a really beautiful part of India. We really like the temperature here, and it's really amazing kayaking. Lots of really, really good rivers. Particularly long rivers that you can spend many days on and camp on the side of the river. So it's really, really great for kayaking. I've been to the north of India, to Uttarakhand and to Ladakh. But the kayaking here is really, really good. But yeah, it's definitely pretty hard as well. Like some of the rivers here are really, really tough. So yeah, it's compared to the other parts of India, I'd say it's definitely hard kayaking wise.
Right. So how many years have you been kayaking for?
So 15 years.
Shining Star Basarimite has just returned back from Kerala and he got third in the in the
Best Asian paddler under 21.
Best Asian Paddler under 21.
Yeah.
Okay, so how was that event?
It's so cool to be part of the events where the local villagers and town just coming and support the kayaking event. And just all from the towns and the villages just coming and watching and sharing and supporting us. It's an incredible event.
Okay, so I think the state would be very proud of you because you are Meghalaya's very own.
Yeah.
You're right now, I think, the only Khasi.
Yeah, I'm the only Khasi.
Yeah. So how do you feel about that?
Yeah, I feel proud, and also I'm very, very sad that I want like more Khasi guys into this event and kayaking to support us.
David Vincent is a pro kayaker who has represented Meghalaya in various events, kayaking events all across India. Welcome to our program.
Thank you.
So, David, could you tell us a little bit about today's event? How challenging has it been?
So it has been very quite challenging for us because it's quite low water also, and it's like quite difficult also because a lot of rocks are there. So and we can't miss the gates because if we try to miss the gates, then it's like we'll be losing our points also. So like we have to get the gates, and how fast we can be, we are trying our best.
The three events that were part of the competition included slalom, sprint and motocross. What started out as an event with considerably low tide subsequently became a challenge by midday for the kayakers as the rapids increased and the water levels rose, making for an exciting finish to the event.
So how many times have you been to Meghalaya? Is this your...
Oh, I've kind of lost count. Maybe 5 or 6, I guess, I think, around that.
When was the first time?
First came in 2012. I was part of the first group of kayakers who came here, and we paddled a lot of rivers around here. And I've been coming back. I've been trying at least to come back most years since then.
All right. So what makes this place so interesting for you?
I suppose when we first came here, we weren't expecting very much as kayakers, and it just turned out to be mind blowing. There's so many rivers here that are of such high quality that we just kept coming back and back. And then as we came back more and more, we just kind of I suppose we just experienced more of the state itself. We went to different places, not for kayaking. We've met so many people who've just become such a part of our lives now, that we come back just to see people we know and just to go places we like to be. It's just a really nice place.
That's all we have on this edition of Sports Corner. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next week, same time, same place.